Okay, so the next thing I might want to do is I may want to have some images running along the top up here. And so I have this piece here. I'll show you what this looks like. Right now it's being layered on using a screen, which is just, using it as a mask sort of. If I look at this normally, which I'll do in just a second, whoops, if I look at this rather than screen, just normal, whoops, I'm sorry about this, I'm kind of running into my, let me move this over just a little bit. All right, so if I look at this normal, you can see what this actually looks like. So what I'd like to do is use this kind of as a mask. So let me turn this off for a minute. And what I'd like to do is run a mask up across the top. Now if I come back, you can see that when I overlay this as screen, I can sort of see what that could look like. So I want to start building the strip for up here. So I'm going to go over to Google. Let's go to Safari. And I've found a couple of images that look kind of interesting. I love this image. I think it's just beautiful. So I'd like to use this. And one of the things that I'll do is simply click in here and I can drag this into Photoshop. And with my move tool, I can move this around as you've seen before. And you'll notice that this went right into layer 13 here, which is fine. That's great. It's just where I'd like it to go. And the next thing that I'd like to do is let's actually move it down here so that we can see it. You can see how big it needs to be actually. And one thing I'm going to do so that I can sort of see what it is I'm doing, I'm going to put opacity on. And this way, while I'm kind of working on this, I can actually tell where these people need to be aligned. So back on this layer. And now I need to size it down because basically I'm just going to put a few cuts that are going to lay across the top of the screen like this. So I want to go to Free Transform. So Free Transform. And we'll zoom this image out a little bit so I can see the edges. This is quite a large image. So I will size this in so that, these heads look correct on the inside here. Okay. I'm going to do that. And I think we could even size these a little bit more even. Free Transform, hold down the Shift key, size in, and now I think they're all going to fit in there pretty well. All right. Let's turn this off for the moment. Now let's get the next image that I want to use. So let's go over back here to Safari. I'd like to find a camel safari, talking about safari. I'd like to find a camel safari in India. This looks pretty interesting. Let's just make sure it's India. I've actually done a camel safari in India, and it's a very, very cool thing to do. So I really like this image, and I really love that image as well. Now, to make sure that I'm getting an image that's big enough, I'm going to click Search Tools in Google, go to Size, and make sure that I'm getting large images that I can work with. So I quite like some of these. Maybe this one. Let's see what this one looks like. Maybe not. It's this one. That's kind of neat. What to choose, what to choose. Let's see. Oh, there's so many. Let's pick this one. Let's This may work or it may not work, I don't know. Let's just go ahead and take it down, drag it over here. As you can see, it goes into yet another layer. And I'm going to put this up here. Again, I'm going to turn on my layer here so that I can sort of see where this stuff is going. And I can see, yes, again, I need to size this down quite a lot. Okay, let's see what we have now. All right, that's kind of getting the point across. And let's go ahead and do some more sizing. It's quite a beautiful image if it'll fit. It's kind of neat. Let's size it down even a little bit more. I'd love to get a little bit more of this image in because it really is quite a striking image. Let's maybe do that. Even more. Just would love to get more of the camels in. So this will be kind of a small image, but I think that's okay. Move that over so it just aligns with that. Let's go and get one more image. Let's get Bombay. Bombay is a beautiful city. Again, I've been there. I was really impressed with the city. Let's see, so many things. So I want Bombay, India. There we go. So many beautiful, so many things. Let's see. Actually, you know, I think what I'm going to search on is Old Delhi. Old Delhi. Some of the street scenes in Old Delhi are just amazing. This could be kind of fun. Let's take this. Let's, again, let's just drag this over. And again, let's, this might be pretty good, pretty well sized as it is, but anyhow. Take this sizing down just a little bit so I can get as much in as I can. And we'll raise this as well so I can see quite a lot of what I want to see there. Cool. Good. All right, now I have those. So I'm going to turn this off. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to merge this image, and this image together into one layer. So I'm going to do merge down. That takes those two images and puts them into one layer. And one more time, merge down. And now all of these images are in one layer. Okay? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to come to our outline here. And what I'm going to do is use this fancy select tool again. And what we'll do with the select tool, let me just clear this one, sorry. Let me just clear the select tool for a moment. What I'm going to do is select all of the black, all right, and I'm going to turn that off. Make sure that I'm on the right layer that I want to cut. I am going to invert the selection, so I'm cutting the right thing. Actually, that's interesting. I'll invert it again because with this, I can actually just cut all of that off and get what I want. Now, to make this look as if it really is kind of pasted on top and kind of floats above, I'm going to get the whole cut. And I'm going to do one more thing in the Layers menu, and that is I'm going to go to Blending Options under Layer Style. I'm going to go to Drop Shadow, turn Drop Shadow on so you can see immediately this puts a drop shadow under there. By double-clicking, that's how you actually get in here. So if you just turn on the option, you actually don't get the menu. So if I just turn on Drop Shadow, I actually have to click this to make it blue so that I can see what's underneath. Spread is, you know, the spread of the thing, and then size is size. And so we can do some kind of cool things. Distance is how far away the drop shadow is. You know, spread and then size. And size kind of gives you that soft sort of thing. That's pretty nice. Now it really looks as if it's, you know, floating on top, which is exactly what I want. All right, now if we let go of the thing, that's what we have, which is kind of fun. Let's now take the Indian flag, and I'd like to do, well, actually in the next movie I'll show you what we can do with the Indian flag. All right.